Couples who are getting married usually do a photo shoot or what is familiarly called pre-wedding. Because marriage is a special moment, framing the moment is a must so that it can be remembered later. These photos will also be exhibited at the reception to make the design of the venue look more attractive. Well, so that the results are satisfactory and according to your wishes, you need to really think about the concept of pre-wedding shooting below. There are many examples that can be an inspiration for pre-wedding, ranging from the theme to the clothes worn. Here are 7 cute pre-wedding portraits that are guaranteed to make the bride smile automatically. Or to agree on something like this. Instead of regular photos with boring old poses, this couple thought it would be hilarious to get their wedding photos professionally edited into something out of this world. They didn't just get the backgrounds changed, but they had the editor transform them into centaurs, half-human, half-horse creatures. We're guessing their parents weren't thrilled about this absurd idea, but they can use these photos to trick their future children into believing their parents were born as centaurs. Couples who laugh together stay together. One of the traits that most women look for in a man's personality is humor. This woman has hit the jackpot with her husband as he looks like a fun person to be around. But he also doesn't want to leave her alone for 1 minute. The bride probably wanted to get a nice picture alone with her bridesmaids on her special day. Even though the men were sent away, her husband came around to the window behind the group and made a funny face against the glass. The ladies had no idea, but we're sure they had a good laugh once they saw the photo. That's no way to attend church. At first glance, you may think that the group of women in this photo are all without clothes covering their top halves. It's even more disturbing, seeing as they are attending a church union. What is going on here? Well, we're pretty sure they were wearing strapless or tube top designs that we just can't see because of the pew. It's a go-to design for bridesmaids and even guests these days. Hopefully they weren't too revealing, because that would steal the show from the bride and be highly inappropriate, given the venue. When your dad almost ruined your wedding attire. Their wedding day is one that females dream about since they're kids. One of the day's main events that they imagine in their heads is them walking down the aisle. It's usually a short journey full of emotions, during which the wife-to-be is often accompanied by her father. This girl had her dad walk her down the aisle and give her away to her husband. The father was probably very emotional at this moment, which is why he didn't notice he was stepping on his daughter's veil. Everyone around was shocked. It looks like his quick reflex to jump aside saved the day. Some people just hate photographs. It doesn't matter if you're young or old. Some people just can't stand being in a photograph. Look at this little guy. He was so done with everything and didn't want to show his face in this photo. We hope he didn't refuse to pose for all the wedding photos, because that would have been a disappointment. Perhaps he was getting sick of posing for the hundreds of photos taken at the photo shoot. The little girls are all bubbly as the couple shares a kiss, but the little man was over it. No more dieting. Women tend to go above and beyond to make sure they achieve a svelte figure as their big day is closing in. They achieve their dream bodies by working out and also by following a strict diet. In simple words, they do anything to look their best on their big day. This woman is probably a foodie who spent months saying no to her favorite food items because she needed to fit into that stunning gown. When the day finally came, she was relieved that she wasted no time grabbing all of her favorites. Behold the floating bride. Unlike the traditional bride, this woman decided to fashion a short frock on her big day. It was around knee length, which is why this photo turned out how it did. At first glance, you could convince anyone that she was some sort of floating mystical creature. However, anyone who looks closer would know better. The couple decided to have some fun and jump up for a photo. Even though the groom couldn't do much, his soon-to-be wife went all in and even managed to tuck her legs behind. Well, now you know the secret behind her levitation.